Good morning, my dear students, and welcome back to class on English literature. In the previous class, we had begun the trial scene, and today we are going to see the continuation of the same part. In today's class, we are going to see one important topic, that is the speech on the quality of mercy that is given by Portia. Now, Portia is trialing both of them. Portia is asking questions to Shylock and Antonio. That's we had seen in the previous class, so let's begin with today's class. So Antonio, yeah, so he says, which means in the previous class we had seen Portia telling our Antonio that you are in his danger, which means he stands for judgment and no law can go against Shylock. So Portia told Antonio that so you are in his danger. Yeah, so he says, so that's what he tells. Portia, do you confess the bond? Which means, do you accept the bond, or do you confess that you have signed this particular bond? And Antonio told, yes, I do, which means I accept or I confess this particular bond. Portia, then must the Jew be merciful? If you accept the bond, what happens? If you confess the bond, what happens? Then the Jew must be merciful. Now let's see the response of Shylock. So now Shylock is asking, on what compulsion must I, on what basis should I become merciful towards Antonio? Tell me that. Now you tell me, on what basis should I become or should I show mercy to Antonio? Now we have the beautiful speech on the quality of mercy. Why being merciful is an important quality in the life of a person. That's what Portia tells here now. The quality of mercy is not strain. Strain means is not forced upon anyone. It has to come from within. The quality of mercy is not forced upon anyone. It has to come from within. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. Which means it falls like a gentle rain from heaven to the earth. So the quality of mercy falls like a gentle rain from heaven. So it is not forced upon anyone. It falls like a gentle rain from heaven. It is twice blessed. Who are the two people who are blessed by the quality of mercy? It blesseth him that gives, the person who shows mercy, and the person who receives the quality of mercy. Both persons are blessed by the quality of mercy. So the person who shows mercy and the person who receives the quality of mercy. It is mightiest in the mightiest. It means it is the mightiest, it is the most powerful weapon that the most powerful person can have in the world. It is mightiest in the mightiest means it is the most powerful weapon that the most powerful person can have in the world. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. The quality of mercy is better than the crown that the monarch, the king, wears on his head. So the quality of mercy is better than the crown of the monarch. Its scepter, so scepter means the rod, the iron rod that the king carries. The rod shows the force of temporal power. The scepter of the king represents the temporal power that the king has got, which is a source of awe and majesty. Which means when the king comes with the rod, what happens? There is a that particular the excitement and the majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. When the king comes with the rod, what happens? That is a thing that provides fear for the people towards the king. So the scepter shows the temporal power of the king, that is a source of awe and majesty towards the king, and that the scepter is the one that provides, that gives fear for the people towards the king. But the mercy is above the sceptered sway, but the quality of mercy is better than the scepter of the king. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings, which means it is within the hearts of the king, which means it is deep rooted in the hearts of the king. It is an attribute to God himself. Attribute means it is a quality of God. It is a quality that is given to God, that belongs to God. And earthly power doth then show like as God's, when mercy seasons with justice. The earthly power, the earthly power doth then show, which means the king's power can become like God's power when he is able to mix mercy with justice. The power of the king becomes like God's power when he is able to mix, when the king is able to mix the quality of mercy with justice. So this important topic that you must learn properly. It is the mightiest weapon that a mightiest person can have. It is better than the crown of the king. The scepter shows the temporal power of the king. It is an attribute to awe and majesty. It is the scepter that provides fear towards king for the people. But the quality of mercy is better than the scepter's sway. It is deep rooted within the hearts of the king. It is a quality that belongs to God, and the king can become like God when he is able to mix the quality of mercy with justice. Therefore, Jew, though justice be thy play, which means though you are requesting for justice, consider this. Okay, just consider this particular thing. That in the course of justice, none of us should see salvation, which means if we are going to be judged according to the strict rules of God, nobody will attain salvation. That in the course of justice, none of us should see salvation. The meaning of the particular sentence is that if we are going to be strictly judged by the law of God, nobody will get salvation. We do pray for mercy. We human beings, we request God, we pray to God for mercy, and that same prayer, will teach us also to render. Render means show the acts of mercy. We all pray to God for His mercy. That same prayer will teach us, or will ask us to show or render deeds of mercy towards other people. For sure, I have spoke thus much, which means I have spoken so much. To mitigate means to soften the justice of thy play, which if thou follow the strict court of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there. Which means I have spoken so much so that I can soften the request made by Shylock. If thou follow, which means if you are still adamant on your judgment or adamant on your request, the law of the court of Venice will have to give verdict against the merchant who is standing there. So I have spoken so much so that I can soften the heart of Shylock. But if you are still insisting on the judgment, the court of Venice will have to give a verdict against the merchant who is standing there. I hope you have understood. So in this particular video, I will go through a particular speech on the quality of mercy. It is an important topic. So you'll have to prepare so much for your second time examination. We will continue the class, but for time being, you will have to prepare yourself till this particular topic. Okay, till paragraph 2 line 15. I hope you have understood my explanation. Go through the video once again, and if there is any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.